Hello, this is how to participate in the mentorship programs from the KDE community, such as Google Summer of Code for this year 2026. Thank you for subscribing, joining, and helping this YouTube channel. This is the wiki page, community.kde.org/mentoring. Let's see how we got here. So from the official KDE web page, kde.org, in the main menu, there's Get Involved. And at the very bottom of the page, there's mentoring programs. The KDE community participates in the Google Summer of Code. There's a separate one that's called Season of KDE. Go to the link, mentoring page. Here is a list of people from the KDE community that can help you start programming for KDE. These are for software development, but there's also people that will help you start translating KDE strings into your preferred language, or with documentation or accessibility work. Accessibility in the sense of making sure that a screen reader, for instance, can interpret the graphical user interface of applications, such as speaking out the text in the buttons, etc. And then there's a special page, mentorship.kde.org, for the mentoring programs. Let's compare a bit the two programs, SoK, Season of KDE, and Google Summer of Code. For SoK, the work period is from 23rd of January towards 20th of March. So that's 2 months, around 8 weeks times 40 hours per week. So that would be 2 developer months. Whereas for GSoC, there's 2 options, standard and extended. Standard means May 25th until August 24th. Extended is May 25th until November 2nd. So these 3 options are in increasing duration of number of developer weeks that will be allocated for the actual programming weeks. But all of these is preceded by actually working with the KDE community and the people that will help you, mentor you, to prepare an application and then get that application vetted and approved. And then there's also the midterm reports and final reports, which are actually a blog post that you probably should create as part of your progress in these official mentorship programs. Let's compare a bit the two programs. So Season of KDE is by the KDE community, whereas GSoC, Google Summer of Code, is by the Google organization. In both programs, you will have a mentor, at least one mentor, and you will have one application that needs to be approved both by the KDE community and, in the case of GSoC, also by the Google organization. Also, in the case of GSoC, the entire KDE community needs to come up with good applications such that the KDE community is accepted as a participant in Google Summer of Code by the Google organization. So when you are participating or preparing to participate in SoK or GSoC, you will have to parallel tracks that you will need to follow. One is to prepare an application, talk to your mentor, make sure the KDE community is accepted in GSoC. So do administrative tasks and tasks related to preparing your application as well as possible, eventually starting to program a bit for that application before the official programming period will start. And another parallel track is to get started programming for the KDE community. These are the timelines for this year, 2026. For season of KDE SoK, the deadline for contribution applications is approaching, 14th of January. For Google Summer of Code, you should already try to find a mentor as part of the KDE community, because the mentoring organizations, in this case the KDE community, needs to start proposing applications towards the Google Summer of Code Google organization in the period January 19th, February the 3rd, which means that this is the moment to talk to a mentor and prepare your application for both Season of KDE and Google Summer of Code. So your application needs to be perfect by 14th of January for SoK, and it needs to be perfect for GSoC for, I don't know, before the end of January 2026, such that it can be proposed to the Google organization before February the 3rd. After your application has been uploaded by your mentor to the organizations that do these two programs, there will be a time when projects are approved and announced. In the case of GSoC, also our organization, the KDE community, needs to be approved. February 19th, list of accepted mentoring organizations published. And then you will need to follow up after the KDE organization is accepted. You will need to improve maybe your application such that it gets accepted by the KDE community for GSoC and then proposed to the Google organization between March 16th and March 31st. Okay, you stand better chances of getting your application approved if you're in parallel starting to program for KDE, you're doing valid merge requests, you get to know the KDE community, you get to know the mentors, you're working on your proposal as much as possible and make your proposal both as useful as possible to the KDE community, but also make it such that you will actually be able to finish the development in the development period. So your proposal needs to be as limited as possible, such that you have a chance of actually completing the proposed tasks in time, because there's a deadline for both SoK and GSoC, and your task should be finished by the deadline. Hopefully, you will prepare some GitLab merge requests for the KDE community, and those merge requests also get merged into the Git master branches by the time that the official deadline is. Let's go over the timelines once more. So season of KDE SoK starts December 15th, and you should have your application and your mentor decided by 14th of January. Then the projects, the applications that are being approved are going to be announced on January 21st. Start of work, end of work, so 2 months. And then the results are going to be announced, in the sense that maybe some of the applications have started but not finished in time. And then the outcome is certificates, merchandise, and swag by the KDE community. There's also an FAQ that you should definitely follow. For Google Summer of Code, GSoC, there's this intermediate step where the Google organization actually uses mentoring organization. So between you, the person that's participating in GSoC, and Google, there's this intermediary, which is the mentoring organization. In this case, it's going to be the KDE community. So again, make sure that the KDE community is allowed to participate in GSoC 2026 by helping the KDE community prepare good applications. And that's January 19th and then February 3rd. Then Google will pick the mentoring organizations that are going to participate in GSoC 2026. By February 19th, we'll find out if the KDE community is accepted in GSoC 2026, and if it is, then you will need to prepare your application. So that's February 19th, and then March 31st. Okay, then the actual projects that have been accepted by the KDE community and by GSoC, the Google organization, are going to be announced April 30th. And then the actual work period that theoretically starts May 25th, but of course you can start working on your application way ahead of this time. The actual work periods can vary between 8 and 22 weeks. And that's specified here. Says that the coding period will have probably 75 of projects of applications take 12 weeks, but the actual length can be different. From 12 weeks could be between 8 and 22 weeks. And in November, the 22-week projects are going to be completed. They have this simplification where they say that 12-week projects are standard projects, and the 22-week projects are extended projects. So standard coding and extended coding. GSoC contributor projects with extended deadlines. Now that we went over the two major mentorship projects, the Season of KDE and Google Summer of Code, we know in broad lines what they are, we know their timelines, we know that their timelines are approaching. Let's look at the two mentoring programs. So Season of KDE, there's a wiki page for Season of KDE and a web page. We have a bit of description, there's a timeline, and then there's the FAQ, frequently asked questions. Here is the wiki page. You should read this wiki page and its children pages. So children pages in the sense that pages with URLs that start with community.kde.org/SoK, such as this one, community.kde.org/SoK/about. And there's also a list of ideas for the current year. But as part of one of your parallel tracks, the administrative one where you prepare your application, you should actually find a mentor and see if one of the applications or all of the possible projects looks okay to you, maybe improve it, maybe suggest additional applications to a mentor that you find. And that is done by you joining the metrics channel for the following. You should join the metrics rooms for KDE new contributors, or the KDE mentorship programs. On Google, I searched KDE Wiki Matrix. It takes me to the correct page, which is community.kde.org/matrix. So Matrix is a communication protocol and application. It's similar to Slack or WhatsApp. This is what the KDE community uses. These are instructions on how you can create an online account if you don't have such a thing. We recommend the home server metrics.org where you create this account. Then there's different applications that you can use to connect to the Matrix communication network. There's the web application that's called Element Web, which I have opened in here. This is what I actually use. There's also applications for your mobile phone, desktop applications. You can choose a Matrix client from here. There's also a Matrix client application from the KDE community called NeoChat. After you create your Matrix account and you start your Matrix client application, you should join the KDE community Matrix space. That looks like this. Where is it? Space home. And then you should start joining some KDE Matrix rooms. The first that you should join is this one, KDE new contributors. And then for participating in GSoC and SoK, we have this one, the KDE mentorship programs, KDE-mentorship:/KDE.org. Let's look at the ideas, which is applications. So Season of KDE 2026 applications. Improve docs KDE org maintenance. Let's see what this is about. So this is coding. Okay, it says project type coding. Yeah, coding might be not just plain C++ and Qt and QML and Qt widgets. Might be also web technologies, JavaScript, Bash scripting, Python. Who knows all of the things that make up a website. Localize. Let's see next. Follow human interface guidelines, fix the glossary. Follow human interface guidelines. This is for the application, the graphical user interface application that the KDE community has, which is called Localize, which is used by the translators. So in order to translate the graphical user interface strings or texts shown in applications in other languages than English United States. Okay. Next one, fix the glossary. Let's see what it's also for the KDE graphical user interface application Localize. Next up, what this application is about. It would be great if the name of the application, it's in the parent chapter. So the chapter is Localize, the name of the KDE application, and then there's various possible applications for the mentorship programs for this application Localize. Okay, so in this page, community.kde.org/mentorship program/2026, the projects are actually grouped by the KDE Git repository that you should change. So invent.kde.org/website/docs-kde.org, there's an idea, so an possible application. For Localize, there's 7 ideas. For Scripty, which is a tool that we use for synchronizing the newest translations that people make towards the KDE Git repositories that actually contain the application that was translated. Okay, this is for the promo team. So KDE has a promotion team. And this is also for the promo team. Automate KDE.org, make it fresh, the front page of the KDE project. This list of idea is not all of the applications that will be made for GSoC and for SoK. So this is where, again, you should have a parallel track where you improve the ideas in here, you create new ideas, you get a mentor, maybe you can convince other members from the KDE community to become mentors in the next round of SoK or GSoC. Okay, so that was about the season of KDE, about Google Summer of Code. It's a bit too early to talk about GSoC, but maybe some of the ideas that are proposed right now for SoK will not make it into SoK. So they will be presented for GSoC. Maybe some of the applications that are going to be prepared for SoK will be really good, but maybe they will not be proposed in time for SoK, for the deadline of proposals. Maybe they will actually be part of GSoC 2026. And then let's see the other parallel track, the second one, where you start programming for KDE. So we go to the official homepage of the KDE community. From the main menu, there's Get Involved. There's multiple ways of getting started to get involved in the KDE community. Not just programming or coding, but I'm going to talk about programming because this is the procedure that has the most steps. And if you're looking at the entire procedure on how to start programming for KDE, you're going to probably know how to also start contributing in other ways than programming. This is a list of areas in which you can contribute to the KDE community and how you can get involved. So one possibility is development, but you can also help by working with issue trackers, manually testing applications, and finding issues, making sure that the issues that are already present in the KDE issue tracker can still be reproduced with the latest builds of KDE applications. There's also improving the way that the KDE applications work for people that need a screen reader or other assistive technologies. You might want to translate the strings in a KDE graphical user interface application into other languages than English United States. You might want to help with design, icons, themes, layouts. This is probably part of the VDG group, KDE Visual Design Group. There's a ton of help that we could use to improve our wiki pages, our web pages. There's the promo team that helps people start to learn about the KDE, that the KDE project exists, that KDE Plasma exists, that Linux exists. There's the teams that help with the infrastructure of the KDE community, such as GitLab, the moderation for the KDE Reddit, the KDE Matrix rooms, etc. So again, the procedure that will take the most time to finish and have the most steps and be more comprehensive is the one where you start programming for KDE. So this is this chapter, development. Find out more about becoming a KDE developer. The KDE wiki page, community.kde.org/get involve/development. In here, again, you should start by creating some online accounts and also creating a Matrix account, starting a KDE, Matrix client application, and start joining the Matrix room for KDE new contributors. Then you need to have hardware, because we recommend that you install Linux and KDE Plasma on a hardware computer or laptop or in a virtual machine. You should use an operating system that has a new enough Qt version. a Linux operating system, because programming for KDE from macOS, Windows, FreeBSD, and many other operating systems is an advanced scenario. And then you're going to install in your Linux operating system the KDE build framework that's called KDE-builder. This is how to do it. It's a command line application. It's a Git repository that you clone, and then you use this command line application KDE-builder, which is a Python script, so it doesn't need to be compiled. You just run the steps that you can see in here. Okay, and there's a ton of help in starting to program for KDE. Again, you have the metrics room. People in there will be glad to help you along the way. And there's also my YouTube videos. I have YouTube videos about KDE-builder. So in my channel, youtube.com/@nmariusp, you click on the search icon and then you write KDE builder. You should look at the newest videos in here. The newer, the better. And then I have also YouTube videos about how to, in general, start programming for KDE. And I also have YouTube videos about how to create merge requests for the KDE community in a small number of hours. For instance, this YouTube video, 3 hours and a half, how to do a merge request in under 2 hours. I also have a ton of other videos that are related to your journey of starting contributing to the KDE community, how to install Linux operating systems with KDE Plasma, how to set up KDE Builder, how to set up the integrated development environment that I recommend that you start with, which is from the KDE, from the Qt community, and it's called Qt Creator. In my opinion, you should learn correctly how to use Qt Creator in conjunction with KDE Builder to program for the KDE community, and you should use Qt Creator for at least 40 hours, but really, really correctly. And then you can graduate to another text editor or integrated development environment if you know something better. But the baseline is Qt Creator. You should actually know how to use this really, really, really correctly. The other integrated development environment that I tend to use for programming for KDE is called JetBrains CLion. Then I also have tutorials about how to learn Linux in general, Bash, the Unix minimal command line executables. And this should be it. This is how to start participating in the KDE mentorship programs season of KDE or GSoC Google Summer of Code for the year 2026. Thank you.